The best engineers from the U.S. military have admitted that they've created something so advanced that it could destroy everything around. No, it's not some huge bomb or colossal tank, as you might have suspected at first. It's the most powerful laser in the world, capable of splitting metal into atoms. This latest development is known as the Tactical Ultra-Short-Pulsed Laser. The technology was discovered by military engineers back in the 1970s, but now the U.S. Air Force has successfully transformed this discovery into a revolutionary and highly versatile weapon system that can be integrated into a range of different military platforms. Its emergence has already caused quite a stir in the defense industry because the system has already passed a number of tests and is now expected to be deployed in the field in the near future.
That is a fundamental change for laser weapon systems, which here to date have been prototypes.
This powerful American laser can destroy any target in 3 seconds. So what's the secret? The Tactical Ultra-Short-Pulse Laser is unbelievably powerful. It can generate a beam so intense that, at its peak, can reach heat values up to 1,000,000 times hotter than the sun. It uses a high-energy beam of light to deliver powerful precision strikes to its target. When activated, the laser generates a series of ultra-short pulses that are directed at the target. These pulses are unlike anything you've ever seen before. They can cut through steel and other materials with ease. Most fascinating is the spiral reaction that it causes after impact. I'm sure you've never seen anything like it, and here's how it works. The laser beam causes a shock wave that travels through the material, expanding it and creating a small explosion on the surface. The shock wave then vaporizes a small amount of material from the surface, creating a clean, precise cut.
Everybody was very excited by that ability.
But like any high-energy weapon, this high-tech laser generates a lot of heat, enough to damage the system itself, or at least reduce its effectiveness. Therefore, this complex has been equipped with reliable, modern cooling systems to ensure operation with maximum efficiency. But it has another, more serious problem. The intense nature of the USPL beams, 1,000,000,000 watts for 1/4,000,000th of a second, destroys atmospheric molecules and ionizes nitrogen and oxygen atoms. It creates a sort of plasma channel that keeps the beam focused and effective over long distances. But at the same time, such a laser turns a small part of the target surface into plasma. If the installation is set up incorrectly and the newly formed plasma isn't able to dissipate in time, then it'll act as a shield against subsequent pulses. This can also be used for good by creating a plasma shield like ones we've seen in movies. But so far, this technology is only being tested.
When that first laser, the Sapphire laser, was demonstrated to be able to make short pulses, 60 femtosecond pulses, nobody understood the mechanism.
What's more, the unit has several additional features, like adjustable pulse duration and energy levels, allowing it to be customized for a variety of uses. It can be used to destroy enemy drones, aircraft, missiles, ground vehicles, or even disrupt enemy communications.
We have the opportunity to fire high-energy lasers and go against targets.
It can be used in many different scenarios, and as I've mentioned, this new laser technology can be installed on a variety of platforms. It can be installed on tanks, planes, helicopters, and even ships. According to the Pentagon, the first vehicle to receive this laser should be none other than the highly mobile Stryker. We actually recently discussed its latest upgrade. The M1128 is an infantry fighting vehicle designed to provide direct fire support for ground troops, as well as for destroying bunkers, light armored vehicles, and fortified enemy positions. One of the Stryker's defining features is its speed. At nearly 65 miles per hour on the highway, it's like the sports car of military vehicles. Plus, its 57-gallon fuel tank is enough to travel 330 miles. As a bonus, the Stryker is pretty quiet, even at full speed.
As proven in combat, it is a very quiet vehicle.
The Stryker's hull is made of steel armor plates reinforced with ceramic, which protects the vehicle from machine gun fire and shrapnel. But of course, such protection isn't enough, so there's an option to install a slat armor protection kit. It's a set of unique lattice screens positioned 16 inches from the vehicle's body, protecting it from RPGs and tank strikes.
Several months later, I was in a Stryker. The Stryker in front of me took 2 artillery rounds that were cemented in the sidewalk.
High mobility, good firepower, and sufficient protection. What more could you ask for? This is definitely a good weapon. Its standard armament includes a 105mm tank gun, which is powerful, but it's slow, has limited ammo, and most importantly, can be dodged. With the advent of the ultra-short pulse laser, this gun will fade into obscurity. The super powerful laser beam travels at speeds up to 186,000 miles per second, making it virtually impossible to avoid or dodge. This allows the laser to deliver much more powerful, accurate strikes than traditional cannons or machine guns.
Precision is the highest requirement that we have to meet when we make something like that.
Such a weapon will essentially turn the striker into a high-speed robot that incinerates enemy vehicles. Awesome. But what's more intimidating than ground vehicles? Aerial ones, of course. And there's no vehicle better suited for unleashing the full power of these new lasers than the latest combat helicopters. Plus, America's already tested the high-energy beam while it was mounted on an AH-64D Apache attack helicopter. This is one of the greatest military vehicles in the U.S.'s arsenal.
And it's enormous. And you see the missile racks and the rocket pods and the gun, and you're just overwhelmed. It's incredible.
One that's proven itself in real combat over many years. With the addition of these new capabilities, no one will stand in its way. The Apache was created back in the 1970s as a super mobile anti-tank weapon that should destroy armored vehicles from beyond the enemy strike zone. During its service life, the Apache's undergone several waves of upgrades, each of which has only increased the helicopter's firepower and efficiency. The most famous variant is the AH-64D Longbow, which stands out for its increased survivability, mobility, and an amazing radar-enhanced automatic gun that can track up to 128 ground targets and attack 16 of them at a time.
It is a phenomenal aircraft. I can't think of any better aircraft to be flying. I'm living my dream right now. Love flying that.
Add a laser to this gun, and you have the greatest anti-tank weapon in the world. It can even attack from behind obstacles like trees or a hillside. In addition, the Longbow can transmit target data to other helicopters and guide their missiles. All that the enemy would be able to see for 5 miles would be a radar station. And by the time they got a good look at it, they'd have already been struck by high-precision missiles and a powerful laser to boot. This dynamic duo can also be used against several targets at once, and is even capable of successfully defending against enemy missiles. And here's the thing. Remember when I said that the new installation had several modes of operation? Well, one can produce several beams at once, meaning that this advanced laser can target several threats simultaneously. Whether it be a tank brigade or incoming missiles, they'll all be disintegrated.
It puts fear into the enemy on the battlefield.
When used correctly, the Apache is deadly effective, but it's known for requiring expensive weaponry, a high degree of professionalism, and airspace control. Once again, the laser gun comes to the rescue because its shots are 10 times cheaper than the standard ammunition. For comparison, a single laser shot costs 80 cents, while an interceptor missile comes with a price tag of $1 million. Of course, it also helps that a laser comes with unlimited ammunition. The Pentagon has long known the full power of the new laser and that it can and should be used on many types of equipment. It's no wonder then that they decided to have it installed on the most advanced aircraft of our time. The NGAD is a 6th-generation fighter equipped with the most advanced technology. It's capable of reaching Mach 4, overtaking all other airborne opponents, turning invisible thanks to cutting-edge skin technology, releasing a swarm of unmanned kamikaze drones, and controlling other aircraft on the battlefield. And most importantly, the NGAD is a fully automated fighter that doesn't require even the slightest of human intervention.
In the past, you may have needed, a whole strike from a carrier to be able to do that. Now you just do it with one airplane.
Such an advanced robot requires advanced weapons. The tactical ultra-short pulsed laser is equipped with an advanced control system that allows it to be controlled both remotely and autonomously, making it perfect for the NGAD. Together, they create something incredible. This is how we've always imagined the weapons of the future would be, and it looks like that future has arrived.